My name is Eric Burrow. I am a software engineer from a central Wisconsin company. I live in Poisippi, Wisconsin, and I'm here to speak in favor of Senate Joint Resolution 8. During the Constitutional Convention, our founding fathers weighed various options when it comes to amending our Constitution. The initial method that was proposed was to allow for the application of the legislatures of 2/3 of the states to call for a convention for the purpose of amendment. Concerned that such a provision would allow 2/3 of the states to subvert the others, and that Congress itself would be the first to perceive the need for amendment, some at the convention thought that leaving amendment power to the states alone meant that no alterations would occur, but those increasing the powers of the states. Thus, James Madison, the namesake of the city in which we sit, proposed empowering Congress to propose amendments on its own. In the end, both provisions, slightly modified, were added to Article 5 of the Constitution. Since that time, 17 amendments plus the Bill of Rights have been ratified, all of which utilized the latter method of amendment. In recent years, it has become increasingly evident that political discourse has become highly polarized for a variety of reasons. However, there are several concerns in which my political conversations with others has resulted in near complete consensus. The first of these is that spending within our federal government has reached a point where the federal debt is at risk of plunging the United States into fiscal crisis, one from which our country may take decades to recover. The second is contrary to the expectations of our founding fathers. Our country has created a sort of permanent political class, or ruling elite, one in which members of said class enjoy a lifetime of power that is often only surrendered to severe illness, death, or in rare cases, extreme political controversy. These elite members of the ruling class are often funded and controlled through pools of vast wealth from outside parties that seek to obscure their involvement with the political process, and ultimately obligate the member to support measures they may find morally objectionable or divergent from the best interests of their constituents, lest they lose their seat of power. While these issues are often pointed at as being greatly important to many citizens of this country, our politicians, especially those at the federal level, do little more than pay simple lip service to the problems, as addressing them would place limitations on the power that so many of them seem to seek. It is precisely because they are unwilling to address these concerns that it is time to call for an Article 5 convention and consider amendments for items such as a balanced budget and term limitations, so that the people may wrest back the power they were promised with our great Constitution. Thank you.
I'm here live in Philadelphia at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. When you hear the phrase lives, fortunes, and sacred honor, these are the folks we should think of, those who anonymously gave their lives. Well, today you have a chance to volunteer. You need to volunteer for conventionofstates.com, the movement that's going to save the country. These folks are willing to step up and give everything. We need you to give just a little bit. Go to conventionofstates.com and volunteer today.